Hi, it's Daniel. This is the TriathlonDan YouTube channel, and I'm afraid today's video is just a bit of a ramble. Don't say it, I know all my videos are a bit of a ramble, but I wanted to take some time, rather than just cramming it into another training video, which I'm hopefully doing in the future, to actually talk about how I've dealt with being unwell over the last week or so. I'm still a little bit under the weather, as you might be able to hear, but I just thought as I'm stood here literally reflecting on the last week, I've just had a message from Coach to, how his impressions of the week, and I'm just reflecting on that and what I've experienced. I thought I'd just share that with you. Some of you might be able to draw some comparisons between this and yourself, and some of you might think that's wildly different to how I cope with things. This isn't a how-to or what I think you should do, it's just a where I'm at. So let's talk about it. So Monday, the 20th of January, I had a pretty decent session. I rode and I swam. Felt okay, a little bit sniffly, fine, no problem. Tuesday, I failed a bike session. That was the only training session I was doing that day. My cold got worse. I had a 10 times 5 minutes tempo workout, and that was quite a difficult session. I got 2 intervals in, and then I essentially thought, I can't do this, and I got off the bike. That night's sleep was not good. I had 8 hours of sleep in total, but it was really broken and restless, not be able to breathe very well and so on. My legs were killing, and I just felt like, and this could be like a knockback, but I was motivated to try and deal with it as best as I could. So that meant that Wednesday, didn't train at all. Mental state okay, fairly busy at work, so I kept me busy during the day. The evening, I remember that I actually cooked our evening meal at home, which is a rarity. Liz does like 90% of our cooking, which is brilliant, thank you Liz, but I'm trying to find things to fill my time that aren't just moping around. I have also got a bit of a hamstring niggle that I'm trying to use, and I'd love to stand here and say, so I used all this time to do loads of hamstring rehab work. On Wednesday I didn't, because I was just a bit demoralised by it all and just thought, F this, I ain't bothering. Thursday, I had a better night's sleep on the Wednesday night going to Thursday, but I was still pretty bad. If anything, I was a bit worse. So absolutely no training. I wasn't even tempted to train. That's how bad it was. My mental state that day was, I was okay with the fact that I knew I didn't want to train, so I knew I couldn't. What I struggled with a bit was Thursday night's our swimming group night, and it's the only session of the week, in winter especially, where I'm training with other people. I really look forward to it. I don't want to get too deep and soppy, but you're talking to people about their journey, their goals, you're getting updates on how they're doing, you're training with other people, you're pushing each other. It's brilliant, and I really look forward to it. And I was just gutted to not be there. The week before, I'd had a tooth out, so I wasn't swimming that, it was the day after, but I was still able to go and be assistant coach. I'm absolutely useless, but it enables me to go and still have that social, see people swimming, try and learn something, and still have that sort of engagement. But being ill, it's not fair for me to just go and cough over everybody. So that was that. Friday feeling, Friday, I was a little bit better, but not a huge amount, and I picked up an ulcer in my mouth then as well, so I was just a bit like, one thing after another, and I've still got this ulcer, and it's causing me pain talking now, which you'll be glad to know it means I'm going to wrap it up pretty soon. But I just thought, well, I'm trying to get as better as I can this day, because I want to be able to do some training at the weekend. That's my light at the end of the tunnel. A few rubbish days, but at the weekend, you're going to be able to get out and ride your bike, and that was my main aim, and I actually felt like really able to do that. So Friday night, I had an early night, I had nearly 9 hours of sleep, and sorry Liz for ruining Friday night, and I got out on the bike Saturday morning, felt okay, did an hour. Unfortunately, we had an incident on the road. My friend Ben was knocked off his bike, so I came back home in a car, and Liz picked me up, went back out with Liz, did 3 hours on the bike in total, an hour at a zone 2 and then probably 2 hours at zone 1, but I felt okay during that, and I thought, here we go, I'm still a bit bunged up, but I'm on the way out of this, obviously. And Saturday night, I was absolutely wiped out. I was really knocked back. And I thought, well, have I shot myself in the foot here? Have I done too much too soon? You put videos on the internet, people are going to take the mickey out of you and all of that. I want to be out riding my bike. So I thought, same thing, I'll get a good night's sleep until I feel Sunday morning. Today is Sunday. I got out on the bike this morning and I felt garbage. I did 2 hours with 2 friends. It was raining, miserable. It was rolling, and I'm not climbing very well at all at the minute because I'm trying to work on my weight and so on. And I finished that ride feeling glad that I got out and done something, but I am now questioning, should I, shouldn't I? And I know this is the constant battle you have when you're ill or under the weather. Do you train or do you not? And, quick convo with Coach and Liz and all of that, only you can decide that. You watching this video, you might think, oh, you idiot, why are you doing any training? And then some people might be thinking, pull your socks up, get out there and get it done, Goggins, and all of that. So you've got to just make the decision yourself, and that's what I've learned over the years, and that's what I'm essentially doing. So today, after this ride this morning, I thought, I'm not pushing myself until I feel ready to do so. So now, going into tomorrow, when I've got a full day at work and plenty to be doing in this garage and house, I'm not going to stress myself about training. The weekend, I felt like, because I've got all day, so I don't work at the weekends, I've got all day, I feel like I have to do something because I've got so much time, and what am I going to do if I'm not training? I can't like comprehend doing anything other. So maybe that was part of it. But going into tomorrow, I know now that I'm going to perhaps take it back a little bit more and just see how I feel. And if I'm going to prioritise a session, I'll probably try and get a swim in tomorrow, because that's the thing I've been missing a lot of the last few weeks, and I'm not going to stress out about the riding because I've ridden the last 2 days. And running will out around for 6 weeks, so another week or two isn't going to make head nor tail. So I don't think there's a lesson from this at all. I have picked up the hamstring rehab in the last couple of days as well, using that for motivation. I'm all over my diet now. For the last couple of days I've been absolutely on it, and I'm continuing that. And that's essentially how I've been dealing with it, how I've been feeling in the last few days. And I'm not looking for any sort of sympathy at all. People are going through much worse things. It's been up and down. I've been feeling better 1 hour and then terrible the next, and I've had a hot bath for an hour and a half and felt loads better, and just, not just illness wise, but just like mentally, how do I feel about my fitness and training and all that. So roller coaster, it's going to continue, and I hope that's some sort of worthwhile update. I'm just trying to get a video together and really share the like honest, true journey without being too whiny or too attention seeking. Difficult, right? Hope you're well, hope you're training well and feeling better than I am right now. Hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock for I don't really know. See you later.